Tonight, presenting our colors, we have a combined honor guard with members of the Veterans of Foreign Wars, Post 3438, and members of the American Legion, Post 165 and 598. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a country with freedoms like no other. You are invited to stand with us as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, and hello and welcome inside Holland Field in Miamisburg, Ohio for tonight's MVCC Game of the Week for week number 7, brought to you by Frickers and Bumble Roofing. Jared Bergstrom joined by Lucas Quintero. Lucas, why don't you go ahead and introduce us to the Centerville Elks coach and talk about some keys to the game.
Some keys to the game today for the Centerville Elks are to keep third down manageable. They have to protect their quarterback, Cole. Watch out for trick plays from the Vikings. And no dumb penalties. If they do that, they'll probably have a victory tonight.
And then on the other side of the ball, it is Lance Schneider, this is his 6th year as the head coach for the Vikings, but had a long tenure up in Northmont. Keys to the game for Miamisburg offensively, you got to protect Roberts. Roberts was out 2 weeks ago, last time we were here, with a concussion he suffered, so you got to keep the quarterback upright at all costs. Keep third down manageable for the Vikings as well. A lot of 3 and outs this year, Miamisburg. If they want to try to get into stay in this game, they're going to have to do something on offense. They're going to have to limit the big plays. Centerville, we know, can strike from distance, and really Miamisburg defensively, to give yourself a chance, you got to force turnovers. One is booted down the middle of the field. Fielded at about the 10-yard line by the Elks. A big hole to the outside across the 40. Still on his feet out to the 45. Still getting pushed by his teammates, and he will be stopped at about the 48-yard line. Irwin with the return there for Centerville. One is booted down. And Centerville's going to have excellent starting field position to start this game.
It's a great way to start the game. Big return, excellent field position. That's all you want. Short of a touchdown, of course.
Now we're going to have Cole leading the 3-3 Centerville Elks out here first. Going to be lined up in the backfield. That one is complete to number 9, Ryan Swanson. That is Swanson. Let me look at his stats. That is his 11th catch on the year. Now you're going to have Johnson in the backfield behind him. Cole's going to fake that one, pulls it out. It is tipped. And it'll be 3rd and about 5 here for Centerville. As you see there, number 22, Nolan Innes, able to get a hand up there to deflect Shane's pass.
That was a big play. He looked pretty wide open, had a lot of green in front of him. If that doesn't get batted down, that might be taken to the house.
Cole going to roll to the right, throws it deep down middle of the field, and it is incomplete. That was intended to number 20, Soren Vitas. And just like that, Miamisburg forces a 3 and out.
3 and out. Big way to start the game.
Good way to start the game for the Vikings defensively. So you're going to have number 1, Tamir Thomas, back there to return this punt, who has a punt return for a touchdown this year. Punt is a nice end-over-end punt. Bounces. And it will go into the end zone for a touchback. It was a questionable call for Thomas not to try to pick it up, but I guess he...
Oh, they call it the 1.
That is at the... Oh, I thought his body momentum carried him into the end zone.
So did I. I don't know. They might have rolled him down before that, but I think he was in the end zone.
Well, here, we can take a look at it. You see it bounces. Thomas gets out of the way.
Yeah, he's in.
I feel like that's got to be in the end zone. If not, now Miamisburg has 1st and 10 at the 1. Roberts going to go back to pass. Roberts loses it out of the back of the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
I mean,
there's Roberts. Roberts was flushed out of the pocket. You don't have much room to run as you're going to take a look here in the replay. Oh, my goodness. You see the surge that Elks get. I guess it's better give him 2 than 7. So Centerville, 1 play on defense, gets 2 points, and they get the ball back.
Did the old Dan Orlovsky.
Oh, no, well, he lost it before he fell out. Orlovsky just ran out of the back. We have a slew of other games around our MVCC schools tonight. We will be keeping update across all of them all game long. Hammond set to kick here for Miamisburg. That one will bounce at the 40, picked up at about the 41. And nice open field tackle there, not allowing Irwin to get out far.
See what Centerville does on their second drive out here. Obviously had a 3 and out last drive, but a good punt getting them 2 points after a defensive stop.
So you're going to have Cole with Johnson behind him. There's going to be the first handoff to Johnson. Johnson cuts upfield across the 50, and he'll be close to a first down, if not have it.
The ball carrier.
1st and 10 at the 1.
He'll be about 1 yard short.
Roberts going to go back. To pass. Roberts loses it out of the back of the end zone, and that is going to be... Now the refs are going to stop play. The chains weren't set. Chains were still set that it was... They had it a 2nd down. 1st and 10 at the 1. Roberts going to hand off to Johnson. Burst hole through. Johnson at the 30, and Johnson's gone. Turning on the afterburners at the 30, and he is in.
Touchdown number 28, Johnson.
From 44 yards out, and I would take a look at this replay. I think it might have been untouched.
That was a great block blocking from his offensive line. I mean, bigger hole than that's kind of hard to make.
I mean, when your offensive line can make a hole you can drive a car through, that is something
Impressive.
Yes. Now might be a flag on the play. So it is an encroachment. Here we're going to take a look at this touchdown run by Johnson, and yeah, it was untouched. You're going to have Leland Gantz on here to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and kick is good. And not even a full 2 minutes in here in our MVCC game of the week for week number 7. Miamisburg trailing 9-0 early, and Centerville with 2 big plays really busted this one wide open quickly.
Yeah, they have to come away with points here, or else it'll be a long game for the Vikings.
I wouldn't even say, I mean, yes, points, obviously, but you got to sustain a drive, give your defense
Can't
some
go
sort of
3
a
and out
break.
again,
So we're going to have Gantz again kicking off here for Miami. Oh, actually, this will be his first kickoff. So you want to run down some of our schools. Our other schools are playing
Sure.
tonight as we have a break.
Yeah, we've got West Carrollton at Pequot.
That one is a chance West Carrollton has. If they can keep the third downs manageable, kind of like this one, they have a chance in that one.
We got Valley View against Middletown Madison, which should be
Not a chance for Middletown Madison.
unless something crazy happens.
Be Valley View showing up to the wrong stadium would be about it. As Thomas will pick that one up at about the 5. Looking to get blockers out in front. Oh, nice open field tackle for the Elks. Yeah, you can't get anything going for Miamisburg if you're going to start inside your 10 every time. You're going to take a look here.
That was a good kick, I think.
It was a good kick, not putting it into the end zone. But just watch, come up here. Boom. Comes off of the tackle. That is is that the kicker?
19?
Oh, 19. That is Jacob Bueller. Looked like 16 for a second. So if the kicker comes in with that kind of tackle, ooh.
So we got other games. Oakwood at Brookville.
That could be back and forth. I'm going to take Brookville.
I'm taking Oakwood.
Oh. And Roberts throws away that one quickly. And is that intercepted on the sideline? It is.
What a catch. Toe tap.
Ooh. We're full of the highlights here early for Centerville. Take a look at this. Ooh, what an interception there. That is number, waiting for him to roll around. Is that 21? Mo Wandon. Hopefully I said that name right. But what a catch. That's going to be the play of the game. There's a handoff, and now a double end around. They're going to throw it back to the quarterback. Cole catches it at the 5. Does he reach out? They're going to say no. He is down at the 1.
I love that play call from Centerville.
That was number 9, Ryan Swanson, with the throw there.
Looks like they're just having fun now.
I know we talked about Miamisburg having to come up with some trick plays to catch Centerville off guard, maybe to get in this, but Centerville coming out with a double end around and a pass to the quarterback. Kind of looks like that Jared Goff touchdown we saw against Seattle on Monday night. Handoff's going to go to Johnson. Johnson's in for his 2nd touchdown of the first quarter.
Yeah, that offensive line is dominating.
Yes, it is.
Miamisburg's D-line in the trenches right now. It's just brutal.
And if that was from any further out, it would have been untouched, I feel. But with everybody just compacted in there. Ooh, that barely got a hand on it as Gantz's extra point is up and good.
Next point is good.
And now Miami's, I mean, granted, that was a heck of an interception by Wadon for Centerville. And I don't want to have the play of the game in the first 4 minutes,
replay
but
of that
I think this is the play of the game.
Man,
Whew.
what a catch.
We're going to send that one to Sports Center's top 10 for
We
tomorrow.
might have to. We might have to. Might make it.
It could. And me and you were talking about before the game, Centerville's student section didn't really look that big.
Yeah.
Now you look across the field and it's like, oh my God, it almost quadrupled in size when we were talking about it.
Where'd they all come from?
They must have been in the parking lot tailgating. There we go. Oh my gosh. It is Jersey night, so maybe have to check in a couple of times and see. Oh, look, there's the Bengals mascot, Houday. I have no idea why he's here. But, so there's at least one Bengals jersey over there.
Yeah.
As that one goes in to the back of the end zone.
Looks like he's just enjoying a night of high school football.
Yeah. He was at the Alter Fairmont game with us last year to open up the season. So if there is one jersey from any player in any sport you could have that you don't have, who would it be?
I'm gonna have to think about that. Probably Pete Rose, Cincinnati Reds jersey.
All right. There's going to be a handoff to Henry. He fumbled it, but picked it back up. And the fumble again. Ooh, that was just before the whistle came out.
Some little tussling there.
There's some extracurricular pushing and shoving.
And now flag comes in.
And there's a flag on the play.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, or defense, number 22. Unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, defense, number 7. Those penalties offset. First down.
It should be second down because it was after the play. And the referee pointed the wrong way. He said defense twice and pointed to the offense both ways. But, so it will be.
It is second down.
Roberts back to pass. Roberts steps up, kind of pushes that one out to, I believe, Henry. And then he's just tackled by a herd of Elks. I think if I could have any jersey, baseball, I would want a Babe Ruth jersey.
I'd take Mickey Mantle over Babe Ruth.
Okay, you can have a Mantle jersey, and but I want a Babe Ruth jersey.
What about a Dave Parker Pirates jersey?
No, if I get a Pirates jersey, it's Clemente.
I already got that one. So we can.
We'll see. NFL. NFL, I'd have to think about that. The offensive line for Miamisburg is just unable to block anything Centerville is throwing at it. That is a big sack in the backfield. That'll be 4th down. Basketball, I mean, you can't go wrong with it.
Miami Vice City jerseys, any of those?
I'm going old. I want to go old school. I want an old school Raptors, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady purple jersey. Ooh, Centerville almost got home on that block. Fielded it around the 42, and now bounced around, and then there's a late flag that comes in.
Ball is returned by Irwin.
You know, another good one for basketball, I forgot, it was Oscar Robertson.
What about Hakeem Olajuwon?
Yeah. You can have your jersey and I'll have mine. I mean, and
I've got one for the NFL. Larry Zonka.
Number 19 on the return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
why Larry Zonka?
I just love the way he played, man. Fullback on the 1972 undefeated Dolphins
I was
team.
about to say, Lucas, you were not born, and your parents probably weren't born yet.
Still a cool player, though.
Yeah.
He's on the Hall of Fame, so he's there for some reason.
It's going to be a handoff to Johnson. Johnson cuts it back out
Johnson, the ball carrier.
for about a gain of 4 on the play.
And there's a story about Zonka that he stiff-armed a guy so hard he gave him a concussion.
I could believe that.
Ironically, I think it was against the Vikings.
Now, are you trying to tie that in, or was that for real?
Yeah, I was
As
trying
there's a
tie that
handoff
in.
to Johnson. He gets to the outside, makes the first man miss, but he will have enough for a first down.
The ball carrier brought back on the stop.
Centerville now marching down the field, 2 first downs on this drive. We have pass. Cole going to the outside, and it is, in and out of the hands.
Number 20 goes incomplete.
Intended to number 20, Vitas.
Looked like Vitas slowed down as the ball was coming in. Might have caused him to drop the ball.
He's 2nd and 10 here from the 29. Cole back to pass, going to lob it over to Johnson, and it is incomplete. Just way too much air under that one. And I am completely fine with Centerville not picking up a yard because I want to see, and I want the viewers to see the leg that Leland Gantz has. He has a long of 49 on the year, but he hit a 50-yarder in our game last year between these two. So no first down, hopefully. There's a screen. Ooh, what a nice open field tackle there by number 11 for Miamisburg, Kevin Swell.
Yeah, Miamisburg
Sewell, sorry.
able to get off the field here. Hopefully they're, once they get the ball back, pending the field goal attempt.
Really? So this is they actually lost a yard on the play. So this is going to be a 47-yarder. Snap's good, holds good, kick is up on the way, and it is good.
Field goal is good.
What,
I told you he has a leg.
for high school, man, that's impressive. Reminds me of Belbrook's kicker. Big leg.
Okay, here we go. Take a look at this replay, and you see that could have been good from
50?
from the 50. We got a Brandon Audrey out there.
Yeah. Justin Tucker this year.
Yeah, Tucker has struggled mightily this year. Part of the reason why they lost to their losses, you can blame on him because he missed 2 field goals in the Falcons or the Chiefs game, and then he missed one that would have, I think, tied the game
Raiders?
against the Raiders. That one kicked off. Gantz will put that one in the eye in Vikings.
Kick goes into the end zone. Will be first down Vikings.
So Miamisburg will have their best starting field position of the game. Out at the 20.
Which is an insane thing to say.
Well, you start at the 1 and then you start at the 10.
I think.
Not,
Yeah.
not the best. That's going to be a handoff to Thomas, it looks like, and he got ate up.
Man, this game has already had its fair share of big hits
Right, and we're just under 6 minutes.
in the first quarter.
You can hear Thomas coming out of the backfield, and he just gets boom by, couldn't see the number, maybe 24. Zaire Alston. And that was actually the one who had the interception earlier. Not number 20, Mo Wadon. It was Zaire Alston. Roberts back to pass. Robert, get out of there, and evades 1 sack, and then is hit out of bounds along the sideline. Up quickly, though, Roberts is. That's a good sign to see for the Vikings. Oh, no, he's staying on the side. Oh, no, never mind. I forgot. Miamisburg runs the plays in through the quarterback, so I was about to say, I'm taking myself out of the game.
I mean, you said he was injured 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, yeah. Take a look at this hit. Roberts goes a little bit hard count. Takes a 2-step drop, throws it, and it is, almost intercepted. In and out of the hands of number 2, Quentin Robinson. And that had 6 written all over it.
That's just a big drop. Keeps Miamisburg kind of in the game, though.
Let's see if we have any other scores around the area to report. It's a high booming kick. That one, no fair catch. Gonna let it bounce, roll. It's gonna be down at the 36.
Ball is down by the Vikings with a first down out.
Let's see, so quick scores around the league. Fairmont up 14-0 on Northmont already. Brookville up 7-0 over the Blue Devils. What? Let's see, we've got no report yet in the Springboro Beaver Creek game. Valley View up 7-0 over Middletown Madison, and see if we got anything on and nothing on the West Carrollton Pickle game yet. Here's a quick pass out to the outside. That is to number 20, Vitas, and he will be close to a first down.
Miser on the stop.
Miser with the tackle. Pick up an 8 on that play. Cole looks to the sideline. Vitas kind of takes a step closer to the edge. Now he comes in motion. Quick out, Johnson. No, Cole's going to keep that, pulls it out. Cole breaks another tackle. It's going to be a foot race. Cole will get in. A 56-yard touchdown run for Shane Cole.
This Centerville running game is insane today.
And rushing, Cole's longest coming into that was 34, so he beats that 20 extra yards there. Take a look there. He really just had that one defender to miss. Kind of don't know why. Maybe 20 or 11 there didn't try to dive at his feet or something.
Big run by Cole, though.
High snap. But Cole gets it, puts it down, and puts it up, and Centerville up 26-0 here 4:14 left here in the first quarter of our MVCC game of the week for week number 7. Let's see. So Northmont has fumbled the ball 3 times already. What I've gotten off of Max Preps in the Fairmont game. One led to a 52-yard touchdown run for the Firebirds, and then a fumble recovery for a touchdown. And that is at the end of the first quarter. It's a quick games against Fairmont.
Yeah.
All you do is run the ball.
Except for a couple weeks ago against Centerville.
Yeah,
where
they
just came up
aired
with,
that out a lot. Let's see, Brookville had an 11-yard touchdown run by DJ Moore to put them up 7-0, and that is at the end of the first quarter there as well. And that one will go into the end zone.
First down, Vikings.
Ooh, Springboro there's an update from Springboro. They're up 14-0 over Beaver Creek. Valley View still 7-0 over the Madison Mohawks. Here's a handoff and a run. And that will be Miamisburg's biggest play of the game.
Can't go the ball carrier.
I believe that's their first down as well.
Yes.
First down, Vikings.
Take a look here at the replay. Nice blocking. That is the best the Miamisburg's offensive line has looked all night.
Definitely has.
Turnaround handoff this one to Keith Henry. Henry will be tackled for about after a gain of maybe 2 on the play.
Seeley on the stop.
Seeley with the tackle there.
Second down, Vikings.
Let's see, that Springboro game is wrong. It is 7-0 Springboro at the end. That's why I don't like trusting the fan chat. Because they make up scores.
Maybe X is mine.
No, that was just 2 minutes ago. That's a handoff there to Inga.
Can go the ball carrier. Taylor on the stop.
Wayne, I know this isn't a coverage area game for us, but Wayne beating Springfield at the end of the first quarter. That's big for Wayne. 3rd and 4 here for Miamisburg. Centerville looking to get off the field on 3rd down. Low snap and tackled for a loss of about 2 maybe. But you saw number 34, Lucas Mullinger. I mean, I think if that was a clean snap, he probably would have had a sack. Roberts walking off the field. See here, 34 right there. That's a clean snap. I think Mullinger has him back there at about the 30.
What a play by this Elks defense. Getting off the field again.
Yeah, Centerville's defense. So punt, and then we have a stoppage. And that was a heck of a punt.
Number 97, 5-yard penalty, replay 4th down.
It's going to be a false start against the Vikings. Well, they walked back too far. There we go. That one Oh, I thought fair caught, no. And that one hit, whoa, ooh, that was a big hit. No block in the back. It's going to be called. Miamisburg fans wanted it. I don't know if we have a replay. Well. So it'll be as it comes into the screen right here. Nah, I don't think so. I agree with the no call. Nice hit there, though, by number 29 for Miamisburg. Keith Henry, letting him know that he wasn't going to get past him. Cole back to pass. Trying to evade a sack. Nice sack by the Vikings back in the backfield. That is number 95 for Miamisburg. Devon Shepard.
I was surprised to see Centerville in the empty set to start off the drive, especially up 20.
No, sorry, that was 86 for Miamisburg. Josh Williams. And you saw Cole went to the sideline after that sack. It's going to be a fake handoff. That is number 15, Gavin Nolan, the backup quarterback.
Rodnick on the stop, 3rd down out.
And here comes Cole back on the field. Maybe a brace or something underneath might have got messed up on that sack and had to go off to get it refixed. Definitely not comfortable, but good to see Cole come back into the game. Even though we might see Nolan in the second half.
Yeah, we might.
See, Centerville does have to hike it one more time. About a 3-second difference between the play clock and game clock. Cole back to pass. Cole steps up, hit as he throws, completes the pass to number 9. Pickup of about 5, and that is how the first quarter comes to an end. Centerville leading 26-0 over Miamisburg, but the last couple plays, Miamisburg's defense been getting home.
Yeah, it's surprising.
Sack and hit the quarterback there.
That after a sack, an empty set, they went right back to it. Miamisburg got more pressure again.
Oh my God, they got bigger. All right, so let's see what kind. Ooh, look at the old school Grizzlies right there in the middle. I like that.
Old school Suns.
Definitely keep an eye out over there in the student section. See what the rarest jersey we can see over there is. I'm gonna go with that old school Grizzlies one right now. It's my favorite from what we've seen.
I believe they brought that one back though.
Oh, they did?
For a special.
Okay. NBA starting a couple weeks from now too. Do you have an NBA team?
No, there's no Pittsburgh NBA teams. Or Cincinnati. Or Ohio.
Cavaliers out of Cleveland. No, I don't really have an NBA team. I was a Nash fan, so I always followed him. I grew up in Indiana for 10 years, so I guess you could say I'm a Pacers fan. I root for them. I love Obi Toppin, so I definitely root for him.
Yeah, I like Obi Toppin.
Are we? Oh my goodness, we're going for a field goal. We're going
64.
A 64. Snap, it is blocked. Cole picks it up and is sacked in the backfield. We were going for history.
Oh.
I kind of want Gantz to get that one off, but
We'll never know.
when you're up 26-0, those are the decisions you can make. I want to let's see if we got to replay that block to see.
What happened there? Oh, it just was untouched.
He just come off the side untouched. Roberts hands that one off to Henry. Henry, nice move, power move over there, over the first tackler.
Taylor with a stop.
Over Taylor. That would be as long as the NFL field goal if he would have made that.
That's 2 yards under the NFL record.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Tucker made the 66.
Yeah. That would have been insane.
Dang. Kind of want Miamisburg to get him back there again. But I want to see another chance at that.
I want to see at least a 60. Maybe 55, 60, something like that.
There's going to be a handoff to Inga. Trying to spin out of it and couldn't get out of the ankle tackle there by number 19, Jacob Bueller. And Miamisburg actually going to say they lost a yard on that. So you kind of put yourself in a throwing situation here. The line has not given Roberts much time to throw. He's everything we've seen him throw is on the run.
That's probably part of the reason why he's been kind of inaccurate, is just he has no time to just
he
survey
can't
the
set
field.
himself on a throw. Roberts going to fling it out to Henry. Oh, just a little bit too far out in front of Keith Henry. It's going to be 4th and 8. And let's just look and see what Miamisburg's kicker's long is. See if we're going to see a field goal or a punt. Hammond's long is 42 on the year, so doubt we're going to see that.
Looks like they're going for it.
4th and 8. From the 38, yeah. I'd say it's a time to gamble. Roberts, 2-step drop. Throws it middle of the field to Henry. Henry will have the first down to the 25.
Good things happen when you have a little bit of protection. Again, like 2 seconds, 3 seconds.
Hey, if you're Miamisburg, you score on this drive. Points are points at this point. You get build points. You get something to build off of.
And you get ball at half.
You get a stop again on Centerville. You get something before halftime. You get the ball back. There's a sliver of hope.
The door's cracked open.
It is. I'd say we're at the window right now trying to get in, not the door yet. And a flag will be thrown.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
So encroachment there against the Elks. Henry trying to cut that one back out. Mullinger with the tackle there for Centerville.
I'd like to see one of those trick plays out of Miamisburg's book right now.
See.
2nd and short-ish. Good time to go for just the end zone in general.
I would take a shot. You're in Hammond's field goal range now. And you just picked up that 4th and 8 too, so don't forget about that. And Miamisburg is going to go empty set. And Roberts going back the wrong way. Oh, that was caught. That was complete to Henry. I thought that was going to Thomas. At first, I didn't think it was going anywhere. I thought it was in the air for a long time.
Yeah.
Did he gain anything on that?
I think they lost a yard.
Oh. Yeah, see right here,
That
Thomas
hung a long
stopped.
time. Yeah, 53 wasn't even looking. Back at the ball.
They're going to say he got to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that was an ineligible receiver. Striker Sumter.
So 3rd and 5. Maybe go hard. No. Quick pass to the outside. That is hauled in. And that one will be enough for a first down for Miamisburg. Tamir Thomas.
It looks like these quick throws, like,
I don't think it's designed. Because we'll wait for the next dead ball to go back and look at that replay. But you saw the edge from Centerville got there in the backfield and almost got to Roberts.
I think they're going to have to throw a lot of screens, stuff like that, because
if you can get outside of the Centerville edges,
yeah, There's a lot of green grass. Or turf.
It's turf. I don't know of anybody that has grass fields anymore.
Oakwood.
Oakwood still does.
Oakwood has
Oh,
grass. So I was so muddy
Roberts.
last Saturday.
Roberts looking back. Got to get rid of it. Throws it middle of the end zone and incomplete.
Pass goes incomplete.
I don't even know where he was throwing it to. Just throwing it away.
Yeah. No grounding. It was outside.
He was outside the pocket and it went past the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Still 7-0 from the Brookville game. Fairmont's up 21-7. Beaver Creek I still have as 14. It's going to be, no, Roberts keeps out and dives forward. Kind of lost his footing.
Yeah, it's not last week where everything was slick. I think this week there's less of an excuse just to slip and fall.
14-0 there for Valley View still, and I don't have anything on West Carrollton yet. West Carrollton, Piqua. No score updates. So loss of 4 on that play makes it 3rd and 14 here for the Vikings. Roberts 2-step drop. Roberts got to step up. Throws it away. Incomplete. Since we got a second for a dead ball and they're going to send out the field goal, I thought Roberts was down.
Yeah, you can check the replay right here.
You're going to look at number 14 right there. Roberts.
Ooh, he got it out.
Barely got it out.
That's
So we're going to have a Reese Hammond field goal attempt here. Snaps good, holds good, kick is no good.
wide right.
Wide right.
This game is slowly turning into a nightmare for the Vikings.
Complete opposite of the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
4-0.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold resurgence.
Who had that on their bingo card for this year?
Not I, because they were expecting McCarthy to take over
Yeah.
probably week 1 or 2, and now he's on the injury or out for the year. So, hey, I'm all for it. Let's see these Vikings. I want to see a Justin Jefferson in the playoffs make a run.
Yeah, I mean, the past couple of years, some quarterbacks that were just not very good.
Johnson gets a hole there to run through, and
Johnson, the ball carrier. Stopped by the Vikings.
oh, I thought I heard a whistle blow.
It's curfew, so you see Jason Osborne.
Yeah, teams that have had, like,
Curfew, so you
their
see
quarterbacks
Jason Osborne.
who weren't that good prior
To this year? Yeah,
like
you
a couple
got-
years ago, like you got Geno Smith.
It's-
Well, Geno's like 2-3 is a resurgence. but
Yeah.
Sam Darnold. Got players who just
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton breakout late.
Game against the Raiders 2 weeks ago. Almost let a comeback for the for the Panthers against the Bengals. Johnson there, be close to a first down.
What a story would that have been?
Kenny on the
It's his
top.
old team.
Oh, it's starting an Andy Dalton revenge tour. They play the Bears this week. That's another team Dalton played for. I
Yeah.
think he'll beat the Bears.
Yeah, I don't see the Bears.
I don't.
doing much.
Not a Caleb Williams fan. Receiver in motion, that's Vitas. Gonna be a handoff to Johnson. Johnson almost broke that one.
And it's on the top.
If he didn't get tripped up, he was gone.
He's gone. What about an angry runs candidate?
See there, nice block there. Got through that one and just couldn't get his footing back up. Pickup of 8 on that play. You know who's not having a resurgent year? Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he does not look good.
Cole's going to keep that one. Cole will have enough for the first down. The Jets in general don't look good.
They really don't.
No, your Brees Hall is not getting the carries like I felt he should have. Garrett Wilson isn't getting the targets that I feel like he should have.
I mean, the defense also is not.
It's not as
good
what
as
it was last year. That was the only thing you could hang your hat on. When you had, was it Zach Wilson was their quarterback last year or something? Yeah, that is.
Again, until he got benched. Again. Yeah, I don't see a resurgence coming for him, but
No, he's going to be a backup quarterback in the league for probably the rest of his time in the league.
it might be one of the best jobs to exist, though.
Yeah. Oh, Johnson spun down after only a gain of 1.
And you get good benefits, get a good salary, you can't get injured, get free sideline access. You can come in against bad teams.
I don't see him coming in. Unless it's a 40-point blowout. Which I don't think the Jets are going to get to that point on anybody. Maybe the Dolphins this year. That's
Maybe.
that.
They look.
Cole's going to keep that one. And Cole will have the first down.
I don't know if Tua's going to be back this year, especially with his health concerns.
If I'm the Dolphins, I don't want to bring him back. He's too young to be having his 4th or 5th concussion already.
Yeah.
But you see the mighty struggles they have without him. I mean, last week you're getting booed by your own fans because you run it. I think they ran it like 15 straight times for no gain.
I mean, Tyler Huntley was a Pro Bowler a couple years ago. Believe it or not.
I don't believe that.
He was. He's a specialist. He was called a specialist.
Hold the ball carrier.
Well, they can call him a specialist, but when I saw they signed him, I was definitely scratching my head like, you could go get Ryan Tannehill or something if you want a backup that could compete.
Bring Ryan Fitzpatrick out of retirement.
I don't think so. I think he's making too much money on Thursday Night Football. Hey, I was into Fitzmagic hype. He turned around a lot of franchises, kept them in playoff contention when he had to come in. Tampa, Miami, Jets.
Was he the one who, against Brady, kept them out of the playoffs that one year?
Mm-hmm.
Or didn't keep them out, but forced them into a wild card game.
Yeah.
Which they then lost to the Titans.
That
Brady's
was
last
the
career game with the Patriots.
Yeah, that was the. I think that was the Hail Mary that last year in Miami.
If they get a stop here, we could potentially see another long field goal attempt.
I'm hoping. Let's get a stop. Oh! That's a big first down play and tackled at about the 20 by number 11, Kevin Sewell. I wanted that field goal. Miamisburg coaching staff is not happy. But nice completion there to number 18. That is J.P. Mercer. Haven't really called his name in the couple games we've done for Centerville this year.
He's a big guy. 6'5", 210.
Is he a tight end?
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, that's a little big for a receiver, but. Cole throwing it to the sideline. Incomplete. That's about the second or third time he's overthrown Johnson coming out of the backfield. Or no, sorry, that is Vetus. A minute 56 left here in the first half. Miamisburg trying to get a stop here, force a field goal. It's going to be a handoff to Johnson. Johnson cuts to the outside, gets out of that first tackle. Almost broke that second tackle, but he will have enough for a first down to make it goal to go for the Elks.
What a run by Johnson.
Another angry runs candidate?
Yeah, if that's a touchdown, that's an angry runs candidate.
Okay. Almost a touchdown. You see here, looking at replay. Got that first man high stepping out of that one. And then just couldn't evade the tackle from number 26, Chris Inja. Cole gonna fake the handoff, gonna throw it back across field, and that will be short.
An inch away.
That was complete to JP Mercer once again. I feel like he put too much air under it again. If he just rifles that one in there, I think that's a touchdown for Mercer.
Close.
If he dove that way instead of turning with the ball, I think he might have got in too. So here we go from the 1. Swanson in motion. Swanson goes back in motion. Cole gonna keep this one, and he will. Does he get in? He does. Take a look here at the replay. Ooh, see, it's without having a head-on angle.
Yeah. We did a sideline cam. Pylon.
That costs a lot of money, Lucas. Talk to our director about that.
Get the Bengals with their mascot. They can.
Yeah, we could have used that. Houday could have brought it up with him.
Yeah.
That makes it 33-0 over the Vikings. Centerville, 26 seconds left. Let's take a quick look around the MVCC schools. Fairmont up 28-7 over the Northmont Thunderbolts. And Fairmont just recovered a fumble on the Northmont 20, so that might be a little bit uglier before half. Bellbrook up, or Brookville up 14-0 over Oakwood.
Oakwood's second half team.
Springboro up 21-0 over Beaver Creek. Valley View, I don't know if that's updated. Let me refresh my page. That kickoff will go into the end zone. They say Valley View still. That's a halftime score. Valley View has thrown 2 interceptions in the red zone. That's why Middletown Madison's still in it.
Upset alert, maybe.
Still nothing from Pickle yet. Let me look on Pickle's Twitter page, or X page, I guess you got to call it that now. It's going to be a handoff to Inja. He cuts it back in.
Head go on the carry.
Gain of 1.
That might take us to halftime.
And Miamisburg will not hike it, so that will take us to the half. Centerville leading 33-0 over the Miamisburg Vikings in our MVCC Game of the Week for week number 7, brought to you by Frickers and Bumble Roofing. We will throw it over for the band, and then we will be back for the second half of our MVCC Game of the Week for week number 7. first and 10 at the 1. Roberts going to go back to pass. Roberts loses it out of the back of the end zone. And that is going to be with Johnson behind him. There's going to be the first handoff to Johnson. Johnson cuts upfield across the 50, and he'll be close to a first down, if not have it. Handoff to Johnson. Burst hole through. Johnson at the 30, and Johnson's gone. Turning on the afterburners at the 30, and he is in. The Valley View showing up to the wrong stadium would be about it. As Thomas will pick that one up at about the 5. Looking to get blockers out in front. Oh, nice open field tackle for the Elks. And 4th. I'm going to take Brookville.
Taking Oakwood.
Oh. And Roberts throws away that one quickly. And is that intercepted on the sideline? It is! Handoff, and now a double end around. They're going to throw it back to the quarterback. Cole catches it at the 5. Does he reach out? They're going to say no. He is down at the 1. I love touchdown we saw against Seattle on Monday night. Handoff's going to go to Johnson. Johnson's in for his 2nd touchdown of the 1st quarter. Screen. Ooh, what a nice open field. Snap's good, holds good, kick is up on the way, and it is good. Handoff to Thomas, it looks like, and he got ate up. No, Cole's going to keep that, pulls it out. Cole breaks another tackle. It's going to be a foot race. Cole will get in. A 56. Here's a handoff and a run. And that will be Miamisburg's biggest play of the game. Cole back to pass. Trying to evade a sack. Nice sack by the Vikings back in the backfield. That difference between the play clock and game clock. Cole back to pass. Cole steps up, hit as he throws, completes the pass to number 9. We're going 64. Snap, it is blocked. Cole picks it up and is sacked. That's that. Cole's gonna keep that one, and Cole will have the first down. I'm hoping. Let's get a stop. Oh. That's a big first down play, and tackled at about the 20 by number 11. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson cuts to the outside, gets out of that first tackle. Almost broke that 2nd tackle, but he will have it. Cole gonna fake the handoff, gonna throw it back across field, and that will be short. Once it goes back in motion, Cole gonna keep this one, and he will. Does he get in? He does.
Next, our band is joined by our Miamisburg Middle
School Guard as we enter the world of Skyrim. This is Dragonborn. And now, to close our halftime performance, we offer a salute to all Vikings, past, present, and future. Get on your feet and cheer on all of our Vikings with the playing of the Miamisburg fight song. Under the direction of Steve Aylward, Ryan Wintersheimer, and Patty Bennett. Elementary color guard is under the direction of Jennifer Pressel, and the middle school guard director is Kaylee Grossnickel. Please stick around after the game tonight as the Miamisburg Viking Marching Band will be performing their 2024 competition show, Night Moves. Let's have another round of applause for all of our students performing tonight.
All right, and welcome back inside Holland Field as we get ready for the second half of our MVCC Game of the Week for week number 7. It's a nice, cool 72-degree night tonight. Wind gusts out 9 miles per hour. Feels like 76. Perfect night for high school football here in the first week of October. And Centerville cruising on to their 4th victory of the season.
Game's not
Looking
over
like
till it's
it's
over.
not over till it's over, but unless Miamisburg got a whole new offensive line, I hate to sound so pessimistic, but I think the night's over for the Vikings.
Barring a miracle, it probably is.
So you want to run down some scores real quick before we get ready for the second half?
Sure. Fairmont's up 35-7 at Northmont. No, I mean at versus Northmont. The Lumberjacks are down 14-0 at Brookville. Springborough's up against Beaver Creek 21-0. And Valley View's up 21-0 against Madison.
We do not have a score in the West Carrollton Pickwood game, so we will provide that as we can.
No close games today, apparently.
Well, Oakwood's trying to hang in there.
They will. They're a second half team.
Well, we'll see.
I mean, they could hang with Valley View, so.
The rain had a lot to do with that last week, Lucas.
Any given Friday.
But that was on Saturday.
Any given Saturday.
No. All right, so Miamisburg set to get the ball first here. Gantz set to kick this one off for the Elks. We saw him out there at halftime working it out, and he was kicking them from about 55 to 56, 57. That one's going into the end zone. And he had the leg. So
He did.
I want to see that.
I think 65 was a little bit ambitious.
If it wasn't blocked, we'd never get to see.
We'd
Like,
never
how
know.
close was it going to be?
We will never know.
I know.
They just don't have someone out there to block, which is a little weird. Because usually there's just someone there whose
Right.
their entire job is just to take the hit, so they to block.
And he didn't.
Yeah.
Miamisburg first play. They're going to hand it off to Henry. Henry cuts it upfield. Henry has a big hole to the 31. And that might be Miamisburg's biggest play of the game. Had a
Good blocking from the offensive line. And there's a player
was there
down.
a flag on the play?
There's a player down. For
Okay, well, I saw Miamisburg walking back.
number 19.
You see here, look at Henry. Nice pull-out block there by number 50. Well, never mind. 53 didn't really block anybody.
40 seconds.
Maybe we can rewind that.
On the play clock.
I was about to say 53 had a nice pulling block there from the right or the left guard position, but come around and he didn't block anybody.
Yeah. So it could be number 19, Jacob Bueller.
Who we've called his name a lot.
Yeah.
See here, 53 over here. Nice pull. Shreds off that one block and
There's
nothing.
no one to block. Yeah.
Well, then get out in front. And then here's to where 19 come. Ooh, kind of got hit in the side. And then his leg rolled over, and now you see he's jogging off the field under his own power.
It's a good sign to see.
Mm-hmm.
You hate to see players get injured, especially it's high school. So. Got a lot more things to worry about than just football.
Yeah, but once you get into college and professional, you're how diehard of a fan on you.
Once in college, you turn from a student athlete to an athlete student.
That is true. Especially when you're getting paid.
Yeah.
.30 goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff to number 10. That is Schneider.
Speaking of getting paid, I saw Travis Hunter today in a Delta ad. I was a little confused.
Because he's all over the field, like he'll be all over the country wherever he's going to go for pre-draft workouts.
That was the joke.
I can see him being the number one pick.
He definitely can be. I don't know.
And
I don't think he's the smartest option as a number one pick.
because they're going to shut that down, he's not going to play both ways. He might play returner and a receiver, but he's not going to play 85 snaps on offense and 85 snaps on defense in the game.
Especially
and there's
in
a
the NFL.
flag.
4.
They all threw the flag.
Offense, 5-yard replay, second down.
It's a false start against Miamisburg. Is that a Guardian cap on number 75?
It looks like it.
Maybe if we could get a shot of Miamisburg's offensive line when they come back down. Number 75 looks like he has a Guardian cap.
That's very
Not
unique.
seen that in, well, not
I've
playing,
I've seen it in the NFL.
but not playing.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you have seen
Yeah,
it in the NFL?
Those are
Okay.
Steelers offensive linemen who had one on.
Well, Pittsburgh needs a lot of help to protect their players because
Yeah,
something's wrong with you if you're playing for Pittsburgh.
yeah.
Hey, how about that? My Colts beat your Steelers last week.
I'm a Saints fan
You got a Pittsburgh jersey on.
for the Pirates.
Oh. There's a completion to number 85. That is Bryce Vaughn. So wait, you're a Saints fan for football, a Pittsburgh fan for baseball.
And hockey.
Okay, I can't argue there with the Penguins. That's not a bad move. Sidney Crosby and was it Evgeny Malkin?
Evgeny Malkin.
Evgeny Malkin.
Brian Rust.
Who was the goalie?
They had Murray. They had Fleury.
Fleury was the one I was thinking of. He went out and he was one of the compensation picks for the Golden Knights their first year.
Yeah.
And Roberts getting flushed out of the pocket, throwing it downfield, intended to Vaughn, called in by Vaughn. And Vaughn tackled across the 35 down to about the 34, 33. And Miamisburg with their biggest play of the game on this drive. Not going away quietly just yet.
What a throw.
That was awkwardly off the wrong plant foot.
Still
But
got there.
Got it there. Let's see if Miamisburg can build off of that and get into the end zone. Be a handoff. No, Roberts keeps that, ducks under one tackle. High steps out of another, across the 30, down to about the 26.
The ball carrier.
All right, back-to-back positive plays for the Vikings.
Looks like they're churning and burning right now.
Second down, Vikings.
They're trying to get onto the scoreboard. Once you get on the scoreboard, then things can change. You get a touchdown, go for an onside kick.
Once you're within 30, you're past the running clock, right?
Yes. Roberts going to hand that one off. That might have been to Inja.
Ahead go the ball carrier. Puckett on the top. Third down, Vikings.
It's be 3rd and 3 here for Miamisburg. And at this point, it's 4-down territory.
100%.
Unless it's a big sack or a high snapper. Quick outlet pass to, I believe that's Schneider again. Enough for a first down.
Another Miamisburg first down. They're finally looking to get things going. It's a little bit too little, too late, maybe, but.
And I'm looking at they're at Wayne next week, so it's gonna be a tough one next week for them too. Is Wayne not in our coverage area, but up 21-0 over Springfield at the half. That will shake G-Walk up completely. So that could make our game next week in Springboro versus Fairmont one that could decide G-Walk. It will definitely, the loser of that game will be eliminated from G-Walk contention. A nice run there by
Then go the ball
Inga.
carrier.
Is that a flag that comes in late? Or the ref's just blowing the whistle?
It looks like
Okay, so 85's got to come off. The helmet came off. 53. Bring me a pair of binoculars next week then, Lucas.
You already have glasses on.
That doesn't help.
I mean, I got some contacts. I'm seeing pretty well.
I'm not doing contacts. I don't want to poke myself in the eye.
It's not poking. You gently.
No, I'll end up poking myself in the eye, or something will happen. I'll stab my cornea with my fingernail, and I'll be permanently blind in that eye. It's like I'm never doing the laser eye surgery. Robert's going to roll out to the right. Going to step back now, and he is sacked in the backfield for about a loss of 10. He's back at the 20, and he is slow to get up. He's at the 29. That's a loss of 15.
That's a drive killer right there.
See there, just Miamisburg's offensive line didn't stop anything that time.
Especially on play action, that's just less time for the quarterback to have the ball. And given that the offensive line isn't blocking very well tonight, that happens.
Roberts going to hand it off to Henry. Henry makes the first man miss, but hit at the line.
Henry, the ball carrier. Puckett with a stop. 4th down Viking.
Wait, 4th down here for Miamisburg. I think you got to go for it here. Well, 4th and 18, I don't know. Take the field goal and just end the running clock.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Ooh. Roberts back to pass, flushed out of the pocket. Got to throw it into the end zone, and it is incomplete, intended to Keith Henry.
Just a bad sequence of events after that sack. Never really able to recover from it, and it just ends in it.
Henry was open in the back of the end zone, but just Roberts took it too long to get there. Centerville takes over at the 27. Now you're going to see the backup quarterback in there. That is Gavin Nolan. I was about to say, we said his name earlier, and I couldn't find it on the roster.
Carrier.
Nolan maybe picks up one on the play.
Henry with a stop.
So any college team standing out to you so far this year? We're seven weeks into college football.
Alabama.
Got that huge, I gotta say, come from behind win against Georgia.
Which
You
is
know they
the
held
same
the lead
thing,
for
yeah.
what, a minute and a half.
Timeout Centerville.
For one play.
The kickoff, and that was it.
Yeah.
Saw them pole vault up to number 1
Yeah.
over Texas.
I agree with that. When you beat Georgia, arguably one of the best teams in the country, you go over number 1. Who Texas was not really impressive in their win, so.
You don't have to be impressive when you're up 50-0 on teams.
Please listen for your name to be called. At this time, we would like to announce the Maori Construction Booster to Booster $100 giveaway.
I'm really impressed with Ryan Williams so far.
Yeah,
I mean,
17-year-old.
he should be in high school right now.
He enrolled at a... Uh-oh, time to look for some more jerseys. Here we go. Oh, look, there's a Boston City Connect jersey for baseball that right there in the middle of the top of the screen. Try and see. Is that a Dallas? Is that a soccer? I don't know. Lucas, you're a soccer player. What's that?
That looks like an Arkansas Razorbacks shirt.
Oh. Maybe that is. I don't know. There's a... Is that a Senators jersey for hockey?
Ottawa Senators.
All right. That's the weirdest one we've seen.
Except for the Colts jersey.
What is weird about that? Not that far from Indianapolis. 2.5 hours.
Nolan the ball
Yeah,
carrier.
but like-
Johnson on a stop.
They've got more wins than the Bengals right now.
Same amount of wins as the Saints.
I don't know how to read you guys. You guys started off as world beaters week 1 and 2, and now you guys
Yeah.
look bad.
It's Derek Carr's fault.
Yeah. You leave Derek Carr alone as that pass is incomplete, intended to Swanson. What has Derek Carr done to you?
I had to watch him last year. That's what he did to me.
Last year he had no help. People were hurt.
Chris Olave?
People were hurt. Michael Thomas turning out to be one of the biggest busts in the NFL.
Well, he was good with Drew Brees, and then he got injured.
He can't
and
stay
keeps
healthy.
injured.
Yeah, he had, what, 1 good year? Maybe 2?
2, 3.
That one. End over end, low kick, bounces at the 30, fielded at the 30, and tackled at the 28.
Carpenter with a turn.
And that one is going to do it for the third quarter.
First down, Vikings.
Time's going to tick away, but with that running clock, we're going to move right on to the fourth quarter. I would like to give a shout out to the service academies, Army and Navy, both 4-0
At the
for
end
the
of
first
third
time.
quarter,
You wanna know when?
33
Since before World War II.
Oh, my goodness.
That both are undefeated this far into the season.
If they're both undefeated by the time they get to the Army-Navy game, they'll have to move it back for implications for the playoffs. Like, they'll have to move it back,
Well,
like closer to the.
well, Navy can play. Navy's in a conference, right?
I think so.
Let me look, because I believe Navy. Yeah, Navy's in the American Athletic Conference, so they can compete for that group of 5. And I don't think they're ranked yet, but if they could get ranked, they could. And it's the highest group of 5 champion. I mean, you're competing with them in Boise State.
There's,
And because I think Army is independent. Let me look. No, Army joined the American Conference at the beginning of this year. All right. So they will play for the conference championship.
they might.
So the Army-Navy
So it
game,
could get moved back instead of like the usual time it is.
would it be moved back, or would you just make the Army-Navy game the championship?
I think they said they have to move it back because it's
Oh.
just
So they could play each other
Definitely.
twice in back-to-back weeks.
They could.
Carry.
All right.
Or maybe they just cancel the other one.
Well, you'd cancel the.
Second down, Vikings.
The
It has to be-
pre-scheduled one, and then you
Yeah.
just-
Because that could end up screwing one of them, both of them, out of it, because you get
Yeah.
one loss, and then they play again next week, turn around and lose again. Valley View's up 28-0 over Middletown Madison. Springboro up 28-0 over Beaver Creek. Blue Devils score again. They're up 20. Ball
Pass goes
incomplete pass.
incomplete.
Blue Devils up 20-0 over the Lumberjacks. Fairmont up 35-7. That still says halftime, but I don't think that one's correct.
I want to give a shout out also to Ashton Jeanty.
Oh, the running back from Boise State. Yeah. Don't steal my thunder.
I'm not stealing your thunder.
You are stealing my thunder because he's my early onside favorite for the Heisman.
I don't think he's going to win the Heisman.
He's
not,
got almost 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns.
They're not going to give it to someone from Boise State.
I don't get. You look at the numbers. As that pass is caught by Henry.
So we're going to go to like Jeremiah Smith or something like that.
No, I don't. I'm a Buckeyes fan and I love Jeremiah Smith, but no. I'm sorry. At that point, you've got to give it to where it's deserved.
I don't think that'll
He
make
is
enough money.
98% of Boise State's offense.
I just don't think the committee will give it to.
It's
Boise
not the
State.
committee. It's the Heisman.
Yeah, the Heisman, like the
Oh,
voters.
you're talking about the Heisman committee. I thought you were talking about the college football committee. That punt, like a backwards punt. Sideline, let's see where they mark it out.
Punted down by Kenny. Will be first down, Elvis.
And that one is going to be now back for the Centerville. Tonight's game is brought to you by Frickers and Bumble Roofing, as we are being filmed by kids from Kettering, Fairmont, and Oakwood Career Tech programs for our MVCC Game of the Week here for week number 7. Lucas, what's your Frickers go-to order? Oh, what an interception here from Miamisburg, and that one's going to be returned to the house. That is number 26. Is it number? Let me see if I get it. No, it's number 25. Brodnick. And that stops the 30-point rule too. What a pick 6 there. They say defense leads to offense.
That's what they say. My go-to order at Frickers are the frickin' chicken wings.
There you go. Can't go wrong there. How hot spicy are you?
A little bit more than mild, like
Okay,
a little
so
bit higher
a
than
little bit bigger than Buffalo.
And with the extra point. Centerville out 33.
So that makes it 33-7. Centerville out in front of Miamisburg. Take a look here at this pick 6 once again. He got the tip, got it to himself. And then, I was about to say, the quarterback comes into picture, almost gets to him. Well, 20 almost pushed him in for the tackle. Imagine if he would have got tackled before that, and it'd be all 20's fault.
Do you think they're going to go for an onside kick here?
I think you got to.
Boot it deep.
I think you got to go for it. No, we're going to boot it deep. All right, don't know what that is about.
It's muffed.
Irwin with the return. Stop by Shannon.
You know, do we
First down
have,
help.
does that pick 6 negate play of the game from that interception in the beginning?
I don't think so.
That's close.
I don't think
That's
so.
That is close.
A toe tap interception by defensive back.
I know. I think it's got to be. I think I'm still going to go with the interception. It's
Which one?
the not the pick 6, just the interception from Centerville on their second drive.
That's what I was talking about.
Nolan keeps that one.
Nolan ball carrier.
Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to mark them off for one. Take Brookville.
Taking Oakwood.
Oh. And Roberts throws that one quickly. And is that intercepted on the sideline? Who's your World Series matchup?
I want to make it fun. Give me the Tigers.
Ooh. I'll say the Dodgers.
And the Mets.
You know how fun it would be to see a Subway Series in the World Series?
I don't want to see the Yankees.
I don't want to see the Yankees either, but
It would be fun.
it would.
It's been a long time.
There's an awkward pitch out to number 12. Breaks a tackle. Spun down about a yard short. That is Ethan Ireland.
Ball carrier.
I want.
Rodnick on the stop.
I would like to see the Tigers. Do I think it'll happen? No. I'd also like to see the Royals as long as well. We even forgot about Cleveland.
I prefer the Tigers over Cleveland. Or maybe I would like to see the Padres per chance.
Ew, without Joe Musgrove, that's one of your biggest arms down. I don't know about that. Announced earlier today that he's going to have season-ending Tommy John surgery, and that's a first down run for Nolan. I'd like to see the Phillies. I like that Phillies team.
They're always fun to watch, but they've been on a skid for a while now.
Hey, you only got to be hot in October.
Yeah, I mean, Diamondbacks proved that last year.
I was really on the Orioles hype train going into the playoffs, but nope, they got booted out of the playoffs as quickly as they got in it.
Yeah, I think Royals or Tigers would be fun to watch from the American.
I don't want the Dodgers and I don't want the Yankees. That's about it. That tackle for about a gain of 1.
What was the last Subway Series? Was it when it was Oakland, San Francisco? Is that close enough? The one with the earthquake?
I don't know. Well, I don't think you can take a subway between those two.
They're close.
Uh, 2000 was the last time, and that was the Yankees Mets. I think that's the only one that can count, unless you get the Cubs and White Sox. But they're not called subways in Chicago because they're not underground.
Henry in on stop.
Yeah, it used to happen a lot more when the Dodgers were based out of Brooklyn, not LA, but once they got moved
Did
to
they
LA.
have subways back when they were in Brooklyn?
Well, they was called a Subway Series.
I feel like I might have to fact check you on that one.
Did they not have Subways in the 40s?
I don't know. It's under 5 minutes left. There is nobody out here on top. And I think, did Miamisburg get a timeout? They did, because I don't know if our replay had it before that snap, but there was nobody on number 6, Brady Seeley, that was out there on top of the screen.
Yeah, the first subway in the United States was constructed between 1895 and 1897.
Okay, leave me alone. You got that one.
Are you tired of being uncomfortable in your own home? At Viking Heating and Air Conditioning,
So, I mean,
we can help. If you can't simply relax in
Well,
your
while-
family
while
room
we're
during
in the
winter
timeout.
or your bedroom during the summer, call us for same-day service. Viking Heating and Air Conditioning. Call us today.
So as we've got a timeout here in the field, let's take a look back and remind ourselves of the interception and then that pick 6, and then talk about it again. So here's Zaire Alston's toe tapping
That's
interception.
just such a good catch.
It is. I mean, he got both feet down.
Both feet.
And then we'll look at the pick 6 for Miamisburg after this play. Nolan airing it out and incomplete.
Pass goes incomplete.
Miamisburg maybe wanted a flag. I don't know why. He would have been
Project knocking the ball
putting
away.
closer to defensive pass interference, I feel. That one was intended to Ryan Swanson as well. On to punt now. Goodness, that was a high punt. Fair caught 4 at the 19, 20-yard line.
First down by
That's where Miamisburg will take over. 4:52 left here in the ball game. And now, here we're going to take a look at this pick 6. He goes through the defender. Only reason I think pass interference isn't called is because the defender never turned around.
I mean, they're both really good plays. I
They
just
are.
think the
One led
toe
the points, but the
yeah.
toe tap. I think it's got to be the toe tap.
tapped. Yeah, I agree 100%.
Going to be a handoff to Henry. Hurdles over one. Stays on his feet and finally brought down.
Taylor on the top.
An update on the Oakwood game, Lucas? I closed my browsers. They were not reloading. It was 20-0 last we checked out.
It is still 20-0 in the fourth quarter.
All right. So, Lucas, you lose the pick'ems this week by one game because you were the only one different on that. Everybody else picked the same. That's a nice first down catch and run there for the Vikings. And number 1, Tamir Thomas.
You just got to be different sometimes.
They do. Last week I lost it because of I was the only one to pick Springboro over Springfield, and that didn't happen. Now, next week there's a couple more interesting games in our game of the week. Let me talk about some of them. We will be at Roush Stadium next week for Springboro versus Fairmont. That one will be a big one.
I will have Fairmont in that game.
Miamisburg, who are you calling it now?
I am. I mean, we all know who you have. Which
No,
obviously
that's not a
Springboro.
down. Centerville will play Northmont. Miamisburg will go on and take on Wayne at Wayne next week. Now I got to look over at the swivel teams in Valley View and Oakwood.
Oakwood's going to be against Carlisle for Thursday Night Lights.
Thursday, okay.
Yeah.
I might try and make it out to Oakwood, maybe check out that game. Valley View will play Edgewood. Ooh, Edgewood's 1-5. And they've been shut out every game except the one they won. Ooh, I want to take Valley View in that one. And Thomas was the one that was injured. That one you hate to see. He's the fastest. I know he's the fastest kid on Miamisburg. If he's not the fastest one in all of G-Walk. And then let me go ahead and look at who West Carrollton has next week.
Henry, the ball carrier.
West Carrollton trying to break open that goose egg on the scoreboard. They play Tippecanoe next week, and never mind. Tip's 6-0, 7-0 because they're beating Sydney pretty good. Yeah, West Carrollton. West Carrollton's got Tip at Butler, and then the end of the year Greenville.
It's a tough schedule.
Greenville and West Carrollton could be 0-9 when we get to that game. If they're both 0-9, do we switch to go do that game? One team gets the one win of the year?
Well, what's the other possibility?
Miamisburg and Springboro here. That's looking like that could be a bad matchup for the Vikings as well.
I think we might have to.
Or we could go to Valley View and Waynesville.
Replay, second down.
I think Valley View Waynesville would definitely be the best game out of all of those.
We shall see. Because Fairmont has Beaver Creek last week of the season. That ain't going to be nothing for Fairmont. I was looking, and next week we'll talk more about playoff seedings and projections and all that, but if Fairmont wins next week, that puts them at an 89% chance to be a top 4 seed, which hosts 2 home playoff games. So that could be huge for the Firebirds, getting a win next week over Springboro and keeping them in the top 2 or top 4.
That would be ginormous. And they could be undefeated, if not to a very, very narrow loss to this Centerville Elks team.
No, they got 2 losses on the year. They lost to LaSalle week 3. And I think it was 18-15. Yeah, it was a low scoring affair.
I think I remember that.
3:03 left here. Miamisburg looking at 2nd and 14. Miamisburg just trying to get some stats padded and maybe build some momentum next week going up to Huber Heights to take on the Wayne Warriors. There was miscommunication between the backup quarterback, which is
Third down, Vikings.
Titus Bettendorf. And that was intended to, I think, Wyatt Shahan. That make it 3rd and 14. I don't know about you, but I kind of smell kind of like a campfire coming through. Ooh, that was a nice catch there. Hauled in at the 40 and will be tackled at about the 25. That one is a catch and run there for number 28, Jay Bean from Bettendorf. Ooh, going around, 360 catch.
It's a good play.
Bettendorf back to pass, throws it incomplete.
Pass goes incomplete.
That was behind the intended receiver as well. So are you a s'mores guy?
I love s'mores.
All right.
How about you?
Oh, yeah. You know what's better than Hershey's on a s'more?
What?
You take a Reese cup and put it on there.
Not a big peanut butter guy.
What? How are you not a peanut butter guy?
My taste buds just don't like it.
Oh.
I like it.
You put it, you got to try it one time.
I have.
No, not peanut butter. I'm talking about a Reese cup s'more.
I might.
That might change, and that one is low intended to being. That'll definitely change your mind about peanut butter and how you consume s'mores.
Maybe I'll not like it. You know, that's always a possibility.
But you can't not like peanut butter. It's just.
But I don't.
So when you went trick-or-treating, did you trade away all your Reese's?
I did.
Oh. Then what was your favorite candy bar? Or what was your go-to grab if you got choice at the bucket?
I don't remember, honestly.
Lucas, you're not that old. How do you not remember that?
I kind of just grabbed whatever didn't have peanut butter in it.
That was nice haul-in catch there to number 6 for the. That is Braden Carpenter for the Vikings.
First down, Vikings.
I was Kit Kat all the way. Kit Kat is my favorite candy bar.
That's a good pick. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one.
Go Kit Kat and then Hershey. A Hershey bar. And then I could lean either way with a Milky Way or Three Musketeers.
How about non-chocolate candy?
Non-chocolate candy? Whew.
Offense, number 78. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
That one's hard. Because, I mean, there wasn't that many that was good. I'll tell you now, candy corn is trash. I don't care what people say.
Horrible.
Correction. The outside was on defense. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
I mean, you had Smarties. They weren't bad.
They're all right.
They've tasted worse since I've outgrown the candy, or since I've quit trick-or-treating.
And I hope you don't trick-or-treat.
No. What the thing now, when you're old enough to pass out candy, that pass is incomplete.
Pass goes incomplete.
You put candy in a kid's basket and you take out what you want if you're quick enough.
It's a little mean.
Hey, life's not fair. They got to learn that young. It's called a candy tax. You know, well, no, that's considered chocolate. Would you consider their sugar babies chocolate? No, that's more caramel.
Yeah.
I like them. I love Milk Duds, but that's chocolate.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know. I'm maybe like some Sour Patch Kids.
See, I've never been, as that passes hauled in by Bean. I've never been I'm not a Sour Patch Kids, not a, what is those sour straw things or extreme whatever. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of them either.
They do taste a little bit like chemicals, but once you
Chemicals
get past
was the little wax bottles of, they said it was jelly, but I swear that stuff was antifreeze that they were giving us when we were kids.
Third down, Vikings.
I will say, Starburst, but it's
Okay.
got to be the pink ones.
the pink ones.
Yes, that's the only acceptable answer.
What about
Is-
Jolly Ranchers?
It's only apple. Or
Blue raspberry.
Yeah, blue raspberry. But no, you gotta those two, and that's it. Any other stuff you just throw away.
Ball carrier.
You know, and anybody listening, if you're the people who throw out popcorn balls, pass them out, you can keep those. That is trash.
Or with like Thin Mints?
Thin Mints, the Girl Scout cookies.
No, like the what are they?
Oh, the
Yorks,
York,
like the
York.
Yorks.
Oh yeah, those. No, I don't want a mint. That's like in the same line of the people. You go to the old people who give you like butterscotch and
Yeah.
peppermints and stuff. No, sorry, you forgot it was Halloween. Your house is getting egged.
At 7. Our next home game
Or
is
Laffy
in 2 weeks
Taffies. Those
against
are,
Northmont.
I don't like them.
The pink one again. That's about the only Laffy Taffy I'd eat.
Yeah. The Airheads are also not bad.
No, I'm not an Airhead fan. So we've got 32 seconds left here. It'll be 3rd and goal from they on the 3. Now, I tell you, the worst kind of people are the ones who give out toothbrushes.
I've actually never gotten.
You've never gotten one?
I've never gotten a toothbrush.
Oh, those people, those are special kind of special.
Yeah. I remember one year.
Here's Henry trying to get to the edge. Does he get in? He does.
Touchdown.
I remember we put out a bowl, and the bowl got stolen. Like our entire bowl got stolen.
The bowl. I mean, when you, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was a kid. If I went up and said, "Oh, please take one," that bowl got dumped into my bag. But I left the bowl.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think his foot might have been out.
I don't think it will make much of a difference.
It won't, but we can look at it again after this extra point. And it's no good. The extra point is no good.
Next point attempt is wide.
That pretty much sums up Miamisburg's game today.
But here, I want to take a look at this. I think, and I know we don't have a head on down the line. But I think Henry
He's out.
is
He's
out.
He's out of bounds.
He's out at the 2 before he reached out. And when he reached out, he was on the outside of the pylon too.
Yeah. I don't think it will make him that much of a difference.
Now
the
refs
day.
just want to get this game over with and go on
Yeah.
home.
Yeah. Unless they stick around for the band's performance post game.
We don't do that either. We get up, we get
Yeah.
cleaned up, we get out. It's been a long day. You get here at 3:30, 4 o'clock. It's
Yeah.
just after 9. I said the game would be over with by 9, and I'm
Yeah.
6 minutes past.
You're jinxing everyone.
Irwin
Jinx
on
the
return,
Orioles.
stopped by the Vikings.
Sorry, Baltimore fans, if you're listening. I was on your team. There's some pushing and shoving here. Let's not do anything hasty here, people. Let's just take one knee and go home. Miamisburg's out of timeouts, so can't stop the ball. And that's what it's going to be. Nolan gonna. Where is Nolan? He's all the way back there. Ooh, that's
the strangest victory formation I've ever seen.
that is. That's too far back. I don't know if I'd do that. But that final knee is gonna do it. Centerville comes in, scores 26 in the first quarter, but that's it for a while. And then cruises on to a 33-13 victory. Centerville moves on to 4-3. We'll host the Northmont Thunderbolts next week. Miamisburg will fall to 1-6 and will travel up to Wayne. We will be at Springboro at Fairmont next week for our MVCC Game of the Week for week number 8. That one will have playoff implications and G-Walk conference title implications on the line. One more time for Jared Bergstrom, Lucas Quintero, the rest of Miami Valley Communications crew. Thank you to the kids from Kettering and Oakwood. We will see you all next week.
So long.